All right, let's talk about a huge shakeup in the AI world. Microsoft just dropped something big, something that's about to completely change how we interact with our tech by giving AI a seriously powerful new voice. So let's be clear, this is not just some small incremental update. Nope. This is a massive strategic play. We're talking about Microsoft rolling out its very own in-house AI models that are, get this, incredibly fast. And they're not just in a lab somewhere, they're already out in the wild. Trust me, this is a huge deal.
Okay, so what exactly did Microsoft announce? Well, at the core of it all are two brand new and pretty groundbreaking models. You've got MAI Voice 1 and MAI-1 Preview. Now, they're designed to work together, but they each have a very specific job. Let's dive in and break down what that means.
And like I said, this isn't some coming soon announcement. This stuff is already out there, right now. Think of it like this. MEI Voice 1 is the voice, the part that actually generates the speech. And MEI-1 Preview, that's the brain, the powerful language model that figures out what to say. And they're already working together inside Copilot Daily, giving you news and summaries in a natural-sounding voice. This is tech you can literally go and check out today. All right, so new AI models from Microsoft. Cool. But why does this actually matter to you? What's the big deal? Well, this is where it gets really interesting because the impact this is going to have on our everyday lives is huge, and it's happening right now. Just picture this for a second. You can get instant, natural-sounding voice summaries of those super long articles you never have time to read. Or maybe get your daily news delivered like your own personal podcast. If you're a content creator, think about seamless, high-quality voiceovers in a snap. And for developers, man, this just blew the doors wide open for all sorts of new voice-powered apps. The potential is just massive. You know, this move really shows us what Microsoft's bigger game plan is. Sure, the speed is amazing. It means real-time audio for everyone. But the real key here? It's all about control. By building this stuff themselves, Microsoft isn't just leaning on OpenAI anymore. They now own the whole AI package from top to bottom. So get ready, because you're about to see this tech woven into, well, everything. Windows, Office, Edge, and for sure, Copilot. Okay, let's geek out for a minute. How does this all actually work under the hood? What makes it so good? Well, it really boils down to this clever two-part system. So you've got two key players here. First, there's MAI Voice 1. Its only job is to generate speech, and it's designed to be crazy fast and efficient at it. Then you have MAI-1 Preview. This is the powerhouse, the brain of the operation. We're talking a huge language model trained on something like 15,000 of NVIDIA's best H100 GPUs. It's the part that understands what you want. So basically, one does the thinking and the other does the talking. And when I say fast, I don't think you understand. Check this out. MAI Voice 1 can spit out 1 full minute of high-quality audio in, wait for it, less than 1 second. And it does that on a single GPU. That's not just fast. That is absolutely game-changing. It's a whole new level of speed. Okay, but with any tech that's this powerful, we gotta hit pause for a second. We have to look at the flip side, because believe me, there are some really serious risks and big questions we need to think about here. You know the saying, right? With great power? And that's exactly what we're looking at. The big question is, how do you handle this responsibly? I mean, when you can clone and create human voices this easily and this realistically, the safety measures have to be perfect. And that's a huge challenge that Microsoft has to tackle right now. So yeah, they have to tread very carefully with this. You've got the whole deepfake problem, which is a massive privacy nightmare. There's the huge risk of misinformation and people using it for bad stuff. Then you've got all the tangled legal questions about copyright and intellectual property. And hey, let's not forget about making sure the AI doesn't have biases in the voices it creates. And you can bet that regulators all over the world are watching this rollout like a hawk. So look, those challenges are real and they are significant, but they don't stop where this is all heading. What Microsoft is really telling us here is that we are moving toward a future that is completely voice first. So what does that look like? Well, expect to see this popping up everywhere. Inside Windows, in Microsoft Teams, even in tools for schools. It's going to totally change how we use chatbots and voice assistants. They're about to get way more natural and responsive. And this is a huge one. It could be a whole new era for accessibility tools like screen readers, which is just fantastic. What we're seeing right here is the very beginning of voice-first computing. Which brings it all back to you. I'm really curious. How would you use this kind of AI voice tech? Would it be for getting news on the fly? for creative projects, or maybe for learning in a totally new way. It's pretty wild to think about all the possibilities. If you want to stay on top of all the tech that's changing our world, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer.